Hey, welcome to HDM 3D. I'm Howie50. Have you checked out Baseform 3D printer filament? I have. Stay tuned. So, what do I think about Baseform? First, let me say that I'm not affiliated with Baseform at all, and I haven't been paid to do this review. That said, let's get to it. Baseform is available on Amazon. The link is in the description. And right now it's priced at, I think, $17.99 for a 2 kilogram spool. 1 kilogram, 2.2 pounds. I enlisted some help with this review. I wanted to make sure I did a proper review, so they're here with us today. So I'd like you to welcome Bruce Wayne and Peter Parker. I printed these two with Baseform black. I think they turned out really nice. Other than some salmon skinning, which is my printer problem, not the filament's fault. I think I would benefit from some TL smoothers on the way out, so that may be an upgrade coming up. But the detail's really good. There's no post-processing whatsoever on these two. I haven't touched them whatsoever. Still see just a little bit of string here. Anyway, other than that, other than pulling them off the bed, I haven't touched them. Like I said, I think they look really good. Yes, Bruce, your turn. Peter, your turn. I also printed some test cubes, filament test cubes. They're 20 millimeter cubes, and they're it's a model I found on Thingiverse. It's Thingiverse number 2166102. Like I said, these are 20 millimeter cubes. They offer a range of tests for the filament, one being size, also layer adhesion, overhangs, bridging, circles, pillaring, and stringing. I'll go through the ones that I printed one at a time, and we'll measure them on camera here. And then I'll also show you the time lapse for each one of them printing. I'll throw in Bruce and Peter too. So I did like I said, a range of prints. There's 6 in total. Baseform's label says 190C to 230C, and it doesn't mention a bed temperature. It also says its tolerance is 0.02 millimeters. Well, since they didn't mention a bed temperature, I figured it must be optional, right? So the first one I printed was at 190C on the extruder and 0 degrees on the bed. Basically just room temperature, which 65 degrees, 23 something degrees Celsius, I think. I also printed 5 more. One at 190 degrees C with a 40 degree bed temperature. 200 degrees, 40 degree bed temperature. 210 degrees, 40 degree bed temperature. 220 degrees, 40 degree bed temperature. And 230 degrees, 40 degree bed temperature. The Bruce and Peter here were both printed at 200 degrees C at, 190 degrees C with a 40 degree bed. Like I said, they turned out great. The stuff on the bottom is probably just my hairspray. Otherwise, it's a really smooth surface. Good layer adhesion. Like I said, I printed the first cube at 190°C with a 0° bed temperature. I'm going to take it off of this piece of paper here, and we'll do some measuring. So I've got my calipers here. There's an X, Y, and Z on these cubes. I'll show you this cube. There's no post-processing whatsoever on these. Here you can see the hole and the bridging, the pillaring, and no stringing. So as I measure this, they're supposed to be 20 millimeters. 20.04. Sorry, that's upside down. We'll go to the next side. 20.00 even. Next side. 20.3. I'd say that's pretty darn good. A lot of PLA will expand after it cools. This looks phenomenal. Really, I'm really happy with it. Again, that was 190 degrees, so you're saving energy there with no bed temperature, room temperature bed. So I call that a pass. Let's see, 190 degrees with a 40-degree bed. I got tape stuck in my fingers. So again, here's the model. The pillaring, bridging, no post-processing. Let's get down to the measuring. $19.92 and 3. $20.2 and 20.2. That was 190 extruder temperature and 40-degree bed temperature. Let's go to 200 degrees. Here's the model. I haven't touched these at all. This one does show just a little bit of stringing. I'm not sure that's the filament's fault. It feels smooth. This is nothing that can't just be brushed off. I'm pulling it right off my fingers. The text looks good. The bridging looks good. The circles and overhangs look good. And the pillars look good. So let's go to the measurement. 20.5. 19.9. And 20.6. Now for the 210 degrees extruder and 40 degrees bed temperature. Here's the model. No cleanup. Got a turn it your way. Got a little bit of string here that I can pull off. The lettering looks good. The pillaring looks good. The bridging looks good. The circle looks good. I think I mentioned the lettering looks good. $19.7 19.7, and 20.5. Here is 220 degrees extruder temperature and 40 degrees bed temperature. Here's the model. I've got a little bit of bubbling on this one edge, and inside here there's a little bit of stringing in there. But again, that's nothing I can't easily just pull off. Pull it, scrape it right off with my fingernail, comes right off. All in all, that looks really good. Really good. Let's see what the measurements are. Again, 220C on the extruder and 40 on the bed. We're at 19.97. 20.6 and 20.5. Looks really good. And our final cube here, this is at 230 degrees extruder and 40 degrees bed. This one's got some more kind of globs, I guess, on the one corner. And that may actually be due to the way I have the time-lapse set up. I have it pull off. I'm pulling these off just easily with my fingernails. The way I have the time-lapse set up, my camera pulls away, or the print head pulls away from the print. So it could be globbing because of that. My guess is I wouldn't have that issue if I wasn't moving the print head around so much. Again, just a little bit of stringing inside of there. I don't know if you can see that. Again, picks right off. And the lettering looks really good. So anyway, those are the 6 prints that I did. I'd have to say, it performed really well for me on all of these settings. They're all really good prints. I think at the higher end, we started seeing some more of those artifacts. But you look at no heated bed, and got like almost a flawless print here at 190C. So no need to jack up the extruder on this. Again, this is with a heated bed at 190. It looks really good. 200 degrees, still really good. It's not till we get up to really 230 that it's kind of got a little, where I've got to do some work to pick some stuff off here. But again, that just cleans right off. So I didn't try it any hotter than that. They didn't recommend that. But I'm impressed with this stuff, especially at $17.99. At 20 bucks, I'd buy it. Probably buy it at 22 bucks. It's a great filament, works great. Bruce and Peter seem to like it. I think they turned out awesome. I can't wait to do some painting on them and get them squared away. Anyway, that's what I've got. I think this is a good filament. I think you should check it out. And I think I'll see you in the next video. I've got some maintenance coming up on the Wanhao. Got some upgrades coming up on the Ender 3. And there's some more stuff coming. Also looking forward to Murph coming up in this March. I'm going to head out there, and I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you guys. So hopefully we'll see you there. Yeah. As always, let's 3D print everything. My spidey senses tell me that this is a great filament.
Yeah. Well, with my billions of dollars, I plan to buy Baseform